If you've ever tried to be more present, but then you find your mind wandering within seconds, this video is for you. Because it's not that you can't be present, it's that so many of us are living our lives in a way that make presence feel almost impossible. But once you understand why that is, it makes it easier to work with your mind rather than feeling like you're constantly battling against it. We always hear advice like be present, stay in the moment, just focus on what's right in front of you. And while those sound simple, they don't always feel easy in real life, especially right now, because the way we're living today is so much different than how our bodies and our mind were designed to function. Most of us are constantly being pulled in multiple directions. It can feel like everyone and everything is trying to simultaneously get your attention between phone notifications, email, social media, conversations, and everything else we're juggling through the day between work and family life. Our attention is rarely focused on one thing for any long amount of time. And if you're anything like me, you're noticing that this multitasking is spilling over into every area of your life, even when you don't want it to. And I'm talking about times when you're really trying to enjoy the moment you're in. And some simple examples of this could be when you're watching TV, but you're also scrolling through your phone, or you're eating a meal, but rather than enjoying the meal, you're already thinking ahead to what you're going to be doing afterwards. Or you might be working on a task, but your brain is already jumping ahead to the next task that you have to do. We've gotten so used to multitasking that stillness can actually feel a little bit uncomfortable. And this is where it starts to get really interesting. Your mind is constantly scanning for what's next or replaying what's already happened. You might find yourself planning ahead, replaying conversations, worrying about what could go wrong, thinking what you need to do later. And none of that means something is wrong with you. It's actually how your brain tries to protect you by anticipating what's next and preparing for it. But the downside is it pulls you out of the present moment. For a lot of people, slowing down and being present can feel a little bit uncomfortable at first because when you remove distractions, you're left with whatever's underneath. And that could be emotions you haven't processed, stress your body's been holding, or even just the unfamiliar feeling of stillness. When we're constantly busy or distracted, we don't have to feel those things. So staying present isn't just about focus. Sometimes it's about learning how to sit with yourself. And if you've ever struggled being present, there's nothing wrong with you. You're just working against patterns that have been reinforced over time. So if you're listening to this and you're thinking, okay, that makes sense, but how do I actually start being more present? I want to give you something really simple you can try. And you don't have to change your whole routine. You don't need to do a long meditation. It's something so simple that you can do it in under a minute. So I want you to try it today, maybe right after you finish watching this video. So I want you to just pause, take a slow breath in and a slow breath out, and then just notice where you are. Notice what you feel. what you see, what you hear, maybe even what you smell. You don't have to change anything. You don't have to do anything about it. You're just noticing. So it could be how the air feels against your skin. It might be what your feet feel like on the floor, or if you're sitting, the weight of your body in the chair. Right now, I'm hearing the rain outside. You might be smelling a flower or something baking in the oven. Just fully notice everything around you. And that small moment might not feel like a lot to you, but that's what presence is. And staying at that level of presence isn't possible to do all day long. But when you intentionally choose moments throughout your day to do a very simple practice like this, that's what starts altering things for you. It's about gently returning to the moment every day, multiple times a day. And this might start out by being something you do once a day or twice a day, or anytime you realize that you have been pulled out of the moment, you have the intention of doing this tiny 1 minute or less practice just to pull you back for a second. And every time you do that, even for a few seconds, you're retraining your body and your mind to return to the present. And that's where the process really begins. So, if we bring this all together, we're living in a world where our attention is constantly being pulled in multiple directions. And our minds are naturally wired to think about the past or the future. And for many of us, being in the present can feel a little bit uncomfortable at first. But none of that means that you can't bring your mind back to the present moment. It just means it's something you need to practice little by little until it becomes something that you subconsciously do. In the next video, I'm going to be walking you through a few simple ways that you can start practicing presence in your everyday life. And these are things you can do in just a few moments without needing to overhaul or completely slow down your life. So if this is something you've been wanting to work on, make sure to subscribe if you're not already so you don't miss the video. And don't forget to try that short pause today where you take the breath, notice everything around you, and see how that feels. See if it works well for you. And come back and drop a comment below and let me know. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.